So hey, I feel like a new person. I did my workout this morning, I had my coffee, I checked in with myself after a day of travel yesterday, and it's the first time in weeks I've actually blown out my hair. So I mean, in Cancun, I just immediately went into a high ponytail or a hat or a bun or whatever. So I'm back. I'm super excited and grateful to be back in Montana. There's some synergy with all of this because the 6 years ago or so, when I sold or donated everything that would have fit into my car to take off and build a new life, I didn't know exactly where I was going to be going. I didn't have a big plan, but in the months leading up to it, I was still in Santa Rosa, California, and I was working through selling or donating and sorting all the stuff and going through, years worth of things. And the thing that kept coming to my mind was Montana, and it was going to be the winter time. And I was like, who goes to Montana in the winter? I mean, at that time, my car wasn't winterized, but that's what I ended up doing. And it was the absolute best decision ever. And I healed from some of the stress, and I just got stronger to go out onto the next phase of my journey. So this is a way of introducing this idea of cycles, and that these cycles are normal in our lives. And you may or may not be getting this kind of very obvious direction as I am, but if you open yourself up to it, sometimes you can see the signs. Well, interestingly enough, I had gone back to Texas March of 2020 for a family wedding with 2 suitcases, and ended up staying for the pandemic because the governor shut down the state a few days after I got there. I had been thinking about moving from Mexico anyway. And what I didn't realize at the time, though, was I was being brought back home. I actually experienced some burnout there, some more identity crisis because, I had been reinventing myself and trying to figure out who I was and all of those questions that we have. And I felt stuck. So in Houston, I was given the time and the space and the quiet and honestly everything that I needed. And all of it wasn't comfortable, but to work through some burnout. I also found some amazing programs that I continue to help me today. You're sent out on a journey to learn and collect the treasures that you are there the work you're there to do, and then you bring that back to your community and heal, get stronger, and then go back out again. After leaving Houston, I went to Cancun, ended up being in the right place at the right time for a friend there, was able to help her out as well as really enjoy myself at the same time. Win-win-win. Got to see my old friend Sergio, and you'll be seeing more of him. And then now here I am back in Montana. I had already had my plans to come here, but in the meantime, there's been a fire over near where my mom lives, and she's been evacuated. And so my timing in coming here is perfect once again, because then I can be of service to them. And I also I love Montana. The winter I spent here, I learned how to drive in treacherous conditions. Even, my car wasn't really, I had like all weather tires, but I made it up this hill, and you'll see the hill later. And I really appreciate being around my aunt and uncle because my aunt grew up here. And so she knows this area literally inside and out. And then my uncle had a career in forestry and he's a woodsman. And he knows everything about trees and fires and humans surviving in this kind of climate and thriving. And they built a beautiful home. But he's taught me about, and we're going to talk about fire breaks. And it's so interesting to me. And when they go on the vacation, I get some quiet time to do some more work for you guys, get my writing done. It's all coming together. So thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate all of you. If you are not following me on Instagram, I encourage you to do so. And if you have any questions about your own transitions, especially about using travel as a tool to productively and have fun work through those so it doesn't feel like a big midlife kick in the ass, it doesn't have to be that way. I did it that way, and I would not put anybody else through that. So I'm bringing the things I love together to help people who jive with what I'm putting out there to maybe avoid that and continue to grow. Okay, love y'all. Bye.